Hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
How's everyone doing?
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Hi guys, this is Guneshwar, and this one is a presentation on voice assistants and the dichotomy over the privacy concerns versus the usability aspect of it. It's going to be more of an AI presentation, so to speak, and I'm going to meet you at the end. So yeah, and thanks in advance for listening, taking some time off to listen to it. So enjoy.
Assistants such as Alexa, Google, and Siri are in many homes now, and if you have one, you're probably wondering if they're always listening and what they may hear.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What's your name?
I'm Siri. Pleased to meet you. My nickname is the Google Assistant. The name's Bixby. I'm Alexa.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and all you cool cats in the digital jungle. Today we're diving headfirst into the wacky world of voice assistants and the somewhat perplexing dichotomy of privacy concerns. Picture it. You've got these little technological pals, like Siri and Alexa, hanging out in your living room, listening to your conversations, and making sure your lights are turned on just right. It's like having your own nosy Aunt Mildred with superpowers. Now let's talk about the debate. It's like a family dinner where Uncle Bob is trying to convince you that these voice assistants are the best thing since sliced bread, while your skeptical cousin Sally is convinced they're secret agents spying on your pets. It's a debate that's as lively as a squirrel on an energy drink, and believe me, it's equally nutty. But really, the debate is more than just a hilarious family feud. It's a genuine conversation about what you're comfortable with when it comes to technology. How much of your privacy are you willing to trade for the convenience of having a digital butler? It's like deciding if you'd invite a chatty neighbor over for coffee or prefer some quiet me time. So as we dive headlong into the debate, remember, we're in this technological circus together. Let's juggle the pros and cons, laugh at the absurdity of it all, and maybe even teach our digital pals a thing or two about personal space. After all, who said that discussions about privacy couldn't be entertaining, right? So, grab your popcorn and maybe a tinfoil hat for good measure, and let's get ready to have some uproarious discussions about the curious world of voice assistants and the wild, wacky debate over our privacy. Thanks for joining us, and remember, the fun's just getting started. Now, let's dig deeper into what all the fuss is about with these voice assistants. Picture it? It's 2015, 2016, and everyone's geeking out about these voice assistants. It's like Christmas every day. You'd ask them a question, and voila, they'd answer like your most reliable sidekick. It was like living in your very own sci-fi flick, minus the aliens. But here's where the plot thickens. Fast forward a few years, and suddenly these voice assistants start infiltrating every corner of our lives. They're in our phones, homes, cars, and even your fridge. Seriously, who needs a fridge that critiques your snack choices, right? So why did these digital pals pop into existence, you ask? Because we asked for it. We wanted a helping hand that understood us, our world, and made life sweeter. It's like having R2-D2 without all the beeping. And if you're not a Star Wars fan, it's like having Alfred Pennyworth, Batman's trusty butler, by your side. Now, businesses are all aboard the voice assistant hype train. They want to get cozy with us, their beloved customers. They want to know us, predict our desires, and let's be honest, sell us more stuff. Big data, and I paved the way for these voice assistants, and now Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant are all grown up, hitting their teenage years. But here's the juicy part. Besides Netflix, most big companies are pushing voice assistants to sell more gadgets or ads. They're supposed to unlock endless possibilities. But here's the catch. They're still interns in the tech world, learning the ropes. And guess what? The biggest buzzkill here is us. Yes, we're the culprit slowing down. These voice assistants. We have this ancient belief that humans do the human stuff and machines do the machine stuff. It's like the assembly line from an old-timey factory. But these voice assistants, they need us. They crave real interaction to evolve. So, what's the bottom line, you ask? We should embrace the past as wisdom, not as shackles. Let's create awesome tech with great jobs. Voice assistants are just puzzle pieces in the AI adventure. We're the real heroes in this tech tale. The world is ethical, safe, and darn beneficial Now, remember GDPR. It's the ultimate plot twist. It took regulatory committees and organizations ages to realize big tech is shenanigans. GDPR was the alarm clock that slapped the tech world awake. Suddenly, companies had to clean up their act and respect our privacy. It's like the nerdy kid in the movie finally donning a cape and becoming the superhero. Now hold on to your holographic hats because
Now I'm really
talk about
I think we can all agree that shit just went sideways in the most colossal way.
When it comes to our digital sidekicks, there are a few things we'd rather they didn't do.
And with artificial intelligence,
privacy,
we are
folks, it's
demon.
like the secret sauce of our lives. It's that invisible picket fence around our digital existence. What we don't want are voice assistants playing fast and loose with it. When Siri starts spilling our secrets to anyone who listens, that's when the trust goes out the window. Identity theft? Yeah. That's like the boogeyman of the digital realm. It's when someone swoops in, steals your digital identity, and pretends to be you, minus the Ryan Reynolds charm. Not cool, voice assistants, not cool. Targeted ads. It's like someone eavesdropping on your juicy gossip and then using it to sell you stuff. It's creepy and annoying. We don't want our voice assistants getting in on this nosy game. Legal consequences? Yeah, we're not all Perry Mason, and we certainly don't want our voice assistants landing us in hot water. If they start blurting out classified information or insider trading tips, that's a problem. If these voice assistants make us feel like we're auditioning for a thriller movie where the walls have ears, that's not what we signed up for. We want tech that feels comfy, not like a ghost in the machine. So how do we patch up these little hiccups in the digital camaraderie? Let's get to the nitty-gritty. If voice assistants were like bouncers at a club, they'd only let in the guests who are on the list. We're all for data collection, but it should be like ordering food. Just enough for our meal, not an all-you-can-eat buffet for big tech. Imagine if your voice assistant was like a chef who promised you a delicious 3-course meal, but only served you a salad. That's what happens when our data is used to serve our interests. Transparency, folks, it's the name of the game. Now, how do we hit refresh on this trust relationship? It's a bit like rekindling an old flame, but with more transparency and less awkwardness. Building a community around trust, where everyone has a say, is key. We're all in this tech rodeo together, and creating a space where everyone's heard is like hosting a great block party. Communication and transparency. It's like being the friendly neighbor who lends you sugar when you're baking cookies. Let's all chat, share, and keep each other in the loop. No more secrets. At the end of the day, it's a consumer-first world, and we're the bosses. We don't want our digital pals playing pranks. We want them to be reliable, respectful, and always on our side. So, there you have it, folks. These voice assistants, they're here to stay, and it's up to us to ensure they're like the trustworthy friends who never spill your secrets. After all, we're all in this tech adventure together, so let's keep the conversation going, fix the quirks, and turn this tech tale into an epic blockbuster with a happy ending. Shield. To wrap it up, the voice assistant revolution is a thrilling roller coaster ride. And guess what? We're the conductors. It's up to us to keep this tech train on track, serve the passengers well, and make sure we reach our destination without causing chaos. So let's embrace the future with open eyes, sharp minds, and a dash of skepticism, just like any thrilling adventure movie. After all, who doesn't love a bit of drama in their tech tale?